Went and got a 2000 Saab 9.5 intercooler. These cars just aren't designed to get air in the front end. I don't know how they run normally. If you look, there's just, I mean, yeah, it gets in under the bumper, but it just hits the bottom of the radiator. There's nothing. The little vent the factory gives you, which might need painted, but you just don't get enough to feed a car. I mean, I understand aerodynamics, but what were they thinking? So I improved on it. These are, trying not to make you dizzy here. These are done with just a hole saw on a drill, 2 different sizes. I kind of laid them out, taped it off, and did it. Gives the car a weird look. Most reactions have been pretty good about it. People tend to expect it now because the car is so weird as it is. Which, if you haven't seen any of the other videos, that's why. I have a 2.3 turbo of a Thunderbird. She's a fairly stock 88 Thunderbird 2.3. It's got the matching T5 out of the Thunderbird 5-speed transmission came with it. HKS blow-off valve. Got the Garrett T3 turbo out of the Mercury Mercur. I guess to get that size, it's got to be a Mercur XR4 Ti with a stick. I mean, I might get corrected on that, but from what I've seen online, most of them are smaller, including the one that came on this motor. I don't know what millimeter it is exactly. I do know it's a Garrett T3. Put it together for gas mileage, and just wanted some cool sounds out of the turbo. Had no idea this car would be quick. Apparently, it did well. Pulls very nicely. I run 24 pounds of boost, and it's just nuts. The intercooler I'm running is not very wide, but it's really long. I don't know how much we'll be able to see of it there. I ran factory style brackets. It was actually an easy change to put in versus the one I had. I had a small turbo coupe intercooler that's supposed to sit up there. I had it mounted forward, which you see in my last video. I don't know how well you can see it. 3-inch pipe coming out of the intercooler. My air cleaner is down there under the fender well. Did a little wrinkle finish treatment on the intake. Just a little different. Ford should have done that. Usually they just cast one solid color. I still have the old fuel management unit on it, which I'm not using right now. That was for the non-turbo computer to enrich the fuel. These metal lines are for the boost controller I mounted inside that I made myself. Before we go inside the vehicle, let's see what you can see of the front of that intercooler where the air is going to go. Okay, that's that big old thin yet large to me intercooler. And again, small opening here. Had to shave some of the bumper skin back, clear some of these lines. Love a split bumper Camaro. Finally got a boost gauge that reads 30 pounds. Thanks to a friend of mine. Of course, they did give me an air-fuel ratio meter, which does pretty well. People are telling me I need a more expensive one, but it does fine. 275 60/15s. They're probably a little large. They do rub here and there. There sure is a lot of meat, and they do provide a cool look. The other thing I've done to this car is I made my own subframe connectors. Back there, welded into the body where the aftermarket ones would be. Square stock tubing, bent it, welded it in myself. Fits nicely. Rear end is 8.8 373 gear. Probably don't look that pretty underneath, but rear end's nice. The exhaust, you can see my frame connectors, I believe, there. The exhaust, I've got Flowmasters, stainless steel tips. Just gotta get that LX50 look. I've ran Thunderbird Turbo Coupe brakes in the front, so they're larger than normal, of course. If you want to see the gauge, yep, need a little door hinge. A lot of people want to see a turbo car boost up at idle, and truth is, sorry, but a lot of turbo cars, especially a factory style turbo, in a clutch, don't build boost very well at idle or in neutral. That was hard to make it do that. So most of the time you got a really cool vacuum gauge. Let's hear some of this cool exhaust. I'll shut this thing down.